The negativity that persons are sending, because my son just showed me something a while ago where somebody said that we beat him and bury him. It's just like persons supposed to understand when you're grieving or you're under stress, don't try to say something to make the situation worse. You understand? I have Jayden for 7 years. 7 long years. I took Jayden when he was 5 years old. I was the one who got birth certificate for Jayden, got him fully immunized and everything. When we were preparing for Jayden, Jayden is also the top PEP student for Beth Arbor Primary School. He was even the valedictorian for Beth Arbor School graduation. And I did every preparation to get Jayden off of school, 100%. So why would I try to hurt him now because of a little incident? Accident do happen.
That incident or accident, could you just shed some light on that?
So on Thursday evening, maybe around 6:30, he and my grandson, who is Zaire Cook, 2 years old, is a United States citizen. So he came down just a month ago to be with us. And he have a cartoon with a little action cartoon on it where he jumps and he do the action. So he was there in the living room doing it with Jayden. I don't know exactly because I was in my bedroom. I don't know exactly what the intent of the movement was. But then in the room I hear Zaire scream out. So I rushed to the room only to find him on the ground crouching his leg like this. So I pick him up, rush into the room, and then I realized that I can't move him. So I said something is seriously wrong. I called my husband and I said, okay, we're going to rush him to the hospital. I called Jayden. I said, Jayden, what happened? Jayden said he fell on his leg. I said, okay. I said, Jayden, you just have to be more careful when playing with the baby. That's all we said. All of us got ready and we went off to the hospital.
We are here at Manchester High School.
Yes.
A search party is being organized for him. What is the mood in Jayden's family right now? And what are you expecting from this search?
Well, the mood for Jayden's family right now, for us, it's a very sad moment. It's a very lonely moment. It's a very despairing moment. Everything that is upsetting right now. Because Jayden is my twin brother's son. So you could know the bond that we had. Jayden is like a glue to me. Person would say sometimes, Jayden, why you don't look at your auntie or give your auntie some space? He's just a loving child. He's a humble child. He's helpful. Words just can't explain how of a good child Jayden is. So I'm imploring to the community or the world in wide, anybody know of Jayden, where Jayden is. If you see Jayden, just bring him back home to us. We desperately need Jayden. We desperately need Jayden back home. Anything you can do, you hear something, you see something or anything, just reach out to us. People has been reaching out, but some have been very negative. Because I got 2 calls yesterday. I have to rush down to the hospital where somebody said he was down there with a head injury, unconscious. I rushed down there, nothing like that. Somebody called me Saturday night, said that they have Jayden down by Bottom KC. I went down there after calling the number, nobody answered the phone.
That only adds to your distress.
And that's only add to my distress. I'm expecting that I might find him in a little corner, but fine, but alive.
Hello, I wanted to make a video. I am Shanique. I am the cousin of Jayden Smith, the little boy that is missing. I am also the mother of the little boy, the 2-year-old that fell and broke his thigh. I wanted to address a few posts that we saw after my mom did an interview. There's a lot of speculation about one possibility of him being ill-treated by my mom, which is not the case. And if anyone knows my family, knows that my mother is a nurturer, right? And she has taken Jayden in after finding out that her brother was the father of Jayden, and realized that he needed a little bit more attention, and she decided that she was going to take him in whether or not her brother assisted with him financially or not, which he has been doing, right? So that was never an issue. Jayden has been with our family since he was 6 years old, and I can show you pictures. This boy is an extremely smart, intelligent young man. He was top GSAT student at his primary school. For a child that, if a child is having issues in a home, they would not, most times not be able to focus in school and probably have a negative behavior in school. That's not the case. Jayden is a very smart boy. He's intelligent, he works hard, and my mother provides the things that he needs along with his father to make him comfortable. When I was called that my son fell and broke his leg after playing with Jayden, at no point in time it crossed my mind that it was something malicious, because Jayden is not that type of child. At no point in time I thought anything bad. Boys being boys, he's a 2-year-old boy that is very active, and every time I video call, he's always on the bed jumping and listening to some song, dancing. So at no point in time I thought anything ill of the situation. Immediately the thing is, okay, let's take him to the hospital and find out what is wrong. So yes, found out that he broke his femur. Okay, and we're just in the process of just getting treatment. Jayden was at the hospital on the Thursday night when it happened. Then everybody left my mom at the hospital with the baby, went home. Jayden went to school the following day and just did not come back home today. So mom was at the hospital with me on Friday when she left to go home, and then she called me saying that Jayden is not home. Initially, I'm like thinking, did he think that because what happened to the baby and the fact that the baby is in the hospital, is he thinking he did something wrong, and is he being hard on himself, that kind of thing? So that's definitely the first thing that ran through my mind, because overall we have no idea of anything else that would actually cause Jayden to not return home. Nothing else. That's the only thing outside of the norm that happened prior to him going missing. So again, just to clear the air, one, Jayden is well taken care of. Jayden is not ill-treated at home. Nobody blamed him for the fall of the baby. Nobody cussed him out or anything like that. It was nothing like that. So that's not the case. So at this point in time, because of how long it has gone since, and we have been following every lead that has been provided, the police have been helping, community has been helping, the school has been helping, and we are thanking everybody for all the help, and thank you for posting things, reposting, sharing, that kind of thing. We are very grateful, and just keep doing that so that we can get him home safely. We're still following leads. Nothing yet has kind of been concrete to actually point us to where he's at, so we're still working on that. So just continue to pray for us and help us to get Jayden home safely. At this point, we just don't know where he's at, and we're just hoping that he's safe and that he'll come back home. Jayden, if you're hearing this, I do not blame you for anything that happened to Zaire. Zaire is totally fine. He says you're supposed to come home. He's laughing, he's smiling. He's just gonna take some time to recover, but he is fine. So come home to us. If you're able to see this video, come home to us. We miss you and we love you a lot.
As platform holders, we have to do our best to shed light and spread awareness on situations like these, and I'm doing just that. Leave a like on the video, share the video, repost the video, and follow the page, everyone. And welcome. What am I talking about? The missing persons report that has been filed for 12-year-old Jayden Smith. Now, Jayden Smith is 152 centimeters, which is equivalent to 5 foot. He's of dark complexion. He was last seen wearing brown khaki uniform and brown shoes. Now, Jayden Smith is a first farmer at the Manchester High School. Currently, the staff of the school are tense and the parents are worried. If you have any information, please contact the authorities. Here is where I stop speaking and I will give you the official report. Listen to this, everyone. All right?
Jayden did not reach home after school yesterday. We learned that somewhere around 7 p.m. or so. because his guardians could not locate him. So you can imagine it's been some very anxious moments for the entire school community since last night. Some persons right through the night were just doing their networking, sending out messages and so on. We are in touch with the parents. The guardian would have visited the Mandeville police at least 4 times by now, and they would have put out the Ananda alert and so on. And we are just trusting God that he'll return home safely. In fact, currently we have over 300 persons online in a prayer session that we arranged just a few, like an hour ago. You know, as one of the responses that would want to entertain, just trusting God that he will somehow intervene, and we are hoping that little Jayden is safe. Jayden just started Manchester High School, you know, and is also part of our cadet unit. Brilliant young man with a great future, great potential, more on the quiet side. I was at school for the entire day yesterday, and he was seen in Mandeville after we dismissed, so he was at evening prayers and everything and left school with the rest of.
No, he was last seen Friday. Okay? So, if you have any information, contact the authorities, 911 or your nearest police station. Alright? Let us not become, or let us exercise for goodness, and let us not let Jayden Smith become another statistic. Anyone with any information, please contact the police. Bless up yourself.
Little Jayden did not reach home after school yesterday. We learned that somewhere around 7 p.m. or so, because his guardians could not locate him. So you can imagine it's been some very anxious moments for the entire school community since last night. Some persons right through the night were just doing their networking, sending out messages and so on. We are in touch with the parents. The guardian would have visited the Mandeville police at least 4 times by now, and they would have put out the Ananda alert and so on. And we are just trusting God that he'll return home safely. In fact, currently we have over 300 persons online in a prayer session that we arranged just a few, like an hour ago. You know, as one of the responses that would want to entertain, just trusting God that he will somehow intervene, and we are hoping that little Jayden is safe. Jayden just started Manchester High School, you know, and is also part of our cadet unit. Brilliant young man.